we opened on the year. So I really think we pull in here. I'm not saying it's going to change the overall trend, but I think we pull in. So that, just be on the lookout for that. So that's the cue. So today I don't think we have the market against us if we want to short, here, which of course we like to do. Let's take a look at some gaps. So the first one today here, the watch is FNSR. Good volume in this. Gap down on earnings, rated the gap. This one rates 21 points. So this is a good gap to watch to short if it sets up right. It has to drop immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts. Can't rally at all. I don't want to see this even read this pivot.
This one rates 21 points.
Okay, I can hear myself
So this
talking.
is a good gap to watch to short.
I love to hear myself talk, but I can't hear myself talk while I'm talking. FYI. Okay, let's go to Oracle. Oracle's the next one. This actually is my top watch and what I think we watch. If you can see Oracle here, I think it's going to have a nice move, boop, right into here, and possibly could collapse even more. But let's be realistic for the targets today. It's a Friday. It's a holiday week. Less than 10 days to the Christmas. So first target should be in here, 39.25, 39.20. Could go to 39, could collapse. When we're done today, we're going to go over Yahoo. Yahoo absolutely 150% collapsed yesterday. For those of you in the room, we can talk about that when we're done what happened with that. If you did the first move with me and got out, you made money. If you watched it or stayed with it or any piece of it, it absolutely went to a target that I didn't even have written down. Went to the dream target. So this could do something like that today if it really wants to get going and if obviously the market drops today. So Oracle is what I'm going to call today probably. But we can have the FNSR up. The Guild is very, very expensive. Not in a great area here, kind of not totally thrilled with this of the area, but to be honest with you, it is a good gap. I'm going to just blow it up. This actually is weak. It actually is a good gap. It actually doesn't look half bad here and really could work. I don't think this necessarily will work aggressively though, meaning right away is to take it on the 1 minute chart. In the best case scenario, this opens, rallies, and then drops and breaks. But this could fall a lot too. Targets for this, in fact, I wrote the targets for like everybody else the targets. Targets for Guild are 73, 72.30, 72.50, 72 bucks. Okay? What it should do is open and rally up to here and then drop all the way down. Let me go back to the Oracle. I'll give you the targets for that. Does anybody didn't see it in the room? So the Oracle targets are here. Again, $39.20, $39, $39.25. Resistance is 40 bucks. Don't really want to see this get over this, and mainly because this is problematic. As this, if this starts to rally too much into this bar here, that won't be good to short. So this kind of has to set up right away too. And then the FNSR. I'm going to get ready to get everything set up. So probably what I'm going to do is I can have all three things. Does everybody want me to have all three things? Oh, I can just watch the Oracle if that's all you want. Okay, here's the FNSR. This one in here, this has some big targets if it falls as well. But again, realistic is 30 bucks right in here. So it's roughly at 31. Just one place. Oh, okay, there we have it. We respond to the people that respond. Okay, any questions from anyone about anything? Any questions, Trader Boy, from the audience?
Not yet.
So what I do in the morning is I get up and I rate the gaps. I've already done that because we started this, approximately around 9:15. I would never wait this late to rate anything. I rated all of these gaps, way, way earlier. This morning. So I think it's really important to be prepared before you trade, and that's what I did. But if there's a late gap anybody wants me to look at, I'll take a look at it. I really wasn't crazy about any longs today. Is there any longs that anyone wants me to look at? Trader Boy? Here, I will put
Are there any longs you'd like to look at?
any longs that anyone wants me to look at or any of the shorts. Top watches for today are Oracle, FNSR, and the Guild, except for I think the Guild could take a little bit while to set up. The Oracle, I think could go right away. Any questions about any,
IONS, JBL long,
what was it again?
IONS,
Okay.
and then JBL long.
Okay, let's take a look. IONS, right.
Adobe long,
Adobe, let's look at Adobe. I actually was looking at that earlier, let's look at that first. Let me look at the other stuff. No. This doesn't look good. No, this should look much better too. This is kind of like Oracle in the reverse. Like Oracle, I thought should look better the downside. This should look much, much better the upside. No. I don't like that, people. Remember, I think the market could fall today. So this is a market stock. This is going to be tough to get going. I tell you what this needs to do to work right. If this goes right away, you can do it. This has to almost open and swoosh or go immediately into have a big move, and then I'd almost even scalp right out of it. Because to be honest with you, here's the target. So the target is like only a buck away, which isn't a huge move for Adobe. This is not an amazing gap to aggressively take to go long. Or you can wait till 10 o'clock, 10:15, and wait till it sets up and then take it. If this drops though today, this is going to drop hard. This has to go right away, or you wait till 10 o'clock for it to set up. I don't like that. I'm sorry. What was the other ones? JBL?
JBL, and then AGIO.
JBL?
Yes, JBL.
Yeah, got it. Thanks, Tony Boy. Okay, this is volume. Let's take a look. And then we have 10 minutes for the open. Woo! This one I like. Here you go. You want to go long? This is a good one. I can tell you right away, it would rate good without even doing anything about it. Again, I prefer to short, so I'm going to call shorts for the row. Here, maybe we do this. This is a good gap. Oops. Oh, shoot. Oh, I lost the chart here. Now I have to reset it up. But why don't we do this? Why don't we? Here, can you help me? Yeah, I got it. Sorry. That's code. Why don't we look at two things? Oracle, and I'll watch the JBL.
I also want to see AGIO short.
AGIO short?
Yeah.
I didn't see that anywhere. What's the reason for the gap on this, people? What's the reason for the gap in AGIO? Quickly, quickly. Only 1 minute before the open. I don't want to get these things set up.
TRAIL news, trial news.
I like Oracle better. That would not rate any better than Oracle. Did anybody rate it in the room? I did not rate that. I didn't see it, but I'm not crazy about it. It probably would have been right on the cusp, that AGIO. Probably would have been right on the cusp. So, okay, look at this Oracle here. This can't go over 40. All right, let's. If this goes over 40, we're gonna. I'll just watch the JBL.
JWN Han also did downside rate.
I did rate the Han. That didn't rate over 20. That's why I didn't watch it. Oh, look, Oracle ran up right now and held 40. This is a watch, people. This is look. It just held right now. Okay, so JBL, I'm going to watch here and call as a long. This Oracle, I'm calling as a short. Don't get confused. Oracle is the main one here. This is the main top watch. It's a short. I'll call this when it sets up. JBL, I have in the middle. This is a long. If I call it at all, which I'm not saying I'm going to, but I have it up. I have 2 things to watch today. We got 45 seconds to be open. Let's see what happens, everybody. Pay attention. I'll try to call the stock symbol that because I have 2. And then Trader Boy will go over any questions. Okay, let's see what this does. It's open. You know, I really shouldn't go over 40, but I had written down maximum resistance 40.25, and this is falling. Don't do anything with this yet. This is the long. Don't do anything with this yet. An Oracle. Okay, Oracle. Okay, I'm watching both. No one should be handing me yet, but let's see if Oracle holds. Looks like it's going to try. Okay, here's JBL. Here's JBL. This is very, very aggressive. I don't have the entry yet, but the stop's going to be 23.60. No, wait. No, no one should be in this yet. Oracle's going to work. Wait on that. This is a long, this is a short. I haven't called either one yet. No, look at that. No one should be ending yet. Just be a little patient. Okay, stop on Oracle is not going to be small. Stop on Oracle is going to be 40.30. So just wait. This has not set up yet. This we're looking for a short. This is a long. It hasn't set up yet. We're waiting on Oracle. Nothing set up yet. Nothing set up yet at all. And if Oracle goes over 40.22, then it's not going to work right either. Here, this is going to do it. You can do this over here. 24.01, stop 23.60 long. JBL if you want it. If it hits, it's got to hit right in like the next 5 seconds. 24.01 long, stops 23.60. Actually, give it 23.50. Just give it a little bit of a cushion. Wait till it goes over 24. Here's Oracle. This is going to work. Here, you can short Oracle right now. The stop at 40.30. You can short it right here. Oracle right now. 39.99. Stop 40.30. You can do it. Here goes. This is it. Oracle. I knew it. And this didn't hit. Forget it. Take this off. No, it didn't hit right. Let's get rid of this one here. Don't even look at it. Shouldn't have done that. Here, Oracle is the one. I knew it. I told you. You should listen to everything I say. Does anyone have any questions? This is the one. It's going to go to 39.60, 39.50. You have to watch those numbers. Let's see where it went. 39.76. Did everybody get it? Oracle. It's a top watch. I knew it. I didn't like that other one, that AGIO. Instinct. Here it goes. Oracle. Here, let's look at the market. Here, hold on. Here. Let me just look at the market really quick. Yep, see, I think the market falls today. It's trying to not fall, but it's going to fall. It could take a while, though, because yesterday it took all day for the market to fall. It's trying not to fall, but I don't think it works. All right, Oracle. Oops. And then we'll go back to the JBL, but I didn't see anything there that looked right. Here, Oracle, it's working. Here you go. Merry Christmas. There. Oracle, first target, you got to take some here under the low, which is 39.76. And it should go right down to the next number, which is 39.60. And I'm listening to myself again, echoing through the world.
You got so much feedback.
Here it goes. Any questions from anyone? Does everybody know what to do? Did everybody get it? Everybody got it?
Kennedy got it.
Is you the only one?
Not to see.
Here, Oracle! $39. $39 is going to go today, but I don't know if it goes in the first move, so you have to take half off into the next drop, which is $39.60 and $39.60. Who got it?
Pyro got it.
There you go.
Shall Pyro.
Good job, everybody.
Well done.
What about YouTube Live people? Can you see them? You can't see. Wow, here it goes. $39, Oracle. So, how did I know this? Because I rated it. Because I rated it this morning. I rated it. That's how I know, and I knew it. Gosh, here. Is everyone getting it? 60 is the first target. Here, actually, time of the day is 9:35. A tell you, this is going to collapse if it breaks this number, which is 39.50. But you have to look at this for the first target. Man, this looks like Yahoo all over again. Look at that. There it goes. Here it is. Here it is. Right in here. See if it breaks 60. Stay with it to see if it breaks 60. Here. This is a nice call. Oh, my Lanta. Why does anyone just do exactly what I say? That's all you have to do. What happened to the other one? Here, it's going to break 60. Here, 39.50. Oracle short. This is a nice move. Here, you got to take a little bit out in here. A quarter, a third, a half. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce. First target and also reversal time 9:35. Let's take a look at the market. But I really think that goes to $39. Market is trying not to fall, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it just like I didn't believe it yesterday. I don't believe that it's going to rally is what I'm saying. All right, let's quickly take a look here at the other one. Everyone should be up. If you're not up, I have no idea why. We're half asleep. All right, let's look at the JBL. Oops. Here's the entry on this. You can do it. It's okay. You can take this right in here now. Put the stop under the low. 23.50. This is still good. 40 cents in here. It's a little bit late. You can take this now. It's a confirmed entry. It never hit on the previous one. This is okay. Give it a cushion of 23.50 and go long in here right now. Here, I didn't even figure out the targets for you. Here it goes. There it goes. Did anybody just do that one? That took a little longer. Let's just see what the target is on this. Let me just find out the targets for JBL. Jeez, where are the targets for this? Wow. Let me go back. Ooh. Hold on. Not as fast as I can. Did anyone do both? 24.15. Did anyone do both? I'm just going to quickly give you the targets on JBL. You're managing Oracle on your own until I flip it over. 24. This is a big move for the stock at 24.50, to be honest with you. The stock doesn't go like $10 or $5 in a day. 24.50. 24.50. 24.30, 24.50 really on JBL. That's, that's normal. All right, let's go back to the Oracle. What happened? Did anyone do both? Trader Boy?
Pato's only Oracle until the now.
Very good. Oh, I almost said Oreo. Oreo cookie. What I need is to just be, not only do I need a touch screen, I need something that actually goes on voice command. Where can we find an actual platform and a computer and an actual screen where I say Oracle and then it just goes to the charts? That's what I need. If anyone knows where I can get something like that, please let me know. You can email me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com. Okay, here this goes. I need a voice command. Like they have for cars now. Okay, here this goes, people. It should collapse under 39.50. Yay! What a good day. The market hasn't broken yet. I really do think the market falls today, but it could be a little bit later. Here, this is going to collapse if it doesn't. Here, everyone try to stay with it. If you should have gotten out of something under 39.50, it should just collapse. Here, time of the day is 9:38. Boy, what did I say? I said this is almost could be like the Yahoo. That's what I said. And we're going to go over Yahoo when everybody's out of this, but I said this almost could be exactly like the Yahoo where it goes more than you think it's going to go, which should be past 39. Although I'm not telling you to hold it to there. Look at this move. Here, let's blow it up. This is a 1 minute chart. So this is how you make money. So let's go over it. First of all, every person should be up. Everyone should be up. Everyone should be happy. Trader Boy?
Gator said he punched an Oracle for a profit. Thanks and
Merry
Merry Christmas.
Christmas to you too, Gator. Look, here it goes. 39.31. Wow, we're watching it drop. And we're watching it drop, and if you did this trade, you shorted it and you made money. And you made money in less than 10 minutes. You could go back to bed You want to? You feel like it? I can't, but you could. Here it goes. 39.25. See if it breaks it. 9:40 reversal time. It's trying. But literally, people don't. If you did this whole thing all the way down here, or if you got it, don't. Here. Literally. Here, let's just watch it. I'll tell you when to take it, because this is a good move, people. Be out. Take it. That's it. That's the morning
Journey
move. Right?
WM is in JBL at 23.93, currently down.
Oh, I'll look at that. Hold on. Journeywoman, did you do the Oracle too? I think everyone should be out of this. All right, let me look at that for Journeywoman, and
She
then
did not get into Oracle.
why? That was the top launch, Journeywoman. Even Trader Boy knows that. Trader Boy does exactly what I say, and that's why he's going to make a great trader, quite frankly.
I'm rich now.
All right, where am I going? JBL.
Galahad says the platform's not working.
Journeywoman, don't have a connection. There's nothing wrong with this. It's not doing anything wrong. It ran up, and if you did this here, you should have scalped out a little bit of it. You should have scalped out a little bit of it with the big bar up in here into the reversal time. I didn't tell you to take this out because I was watching and managing the Oracle for everybody. But if you did this in here, you could have scalped some out right away. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's going again. In fact, here's another entry. You could do it in here. In fact, pull up the stop. Put the stop at 23.60 now. It doesn't need to be at 23.50. This is good. There's no reason to have a conniption, but don't let this get away from you. I said baby target in here. 24.25, 24.30 over the high. Over the high, take it all. Take it all over the high because of the market, I think, drops, and it hasn't yet, and it's also almost 9:45, and it's a Friday. It's a Friday. 9 days away from the holiday, we got 2 great gaps. I mean, what more can you ask from life? Plus yesterday's Yahoo. Here, it's going to go. There's no reason to have a conniption. Here it is, 24.15. It's going to go over the high right now. Let's quick look at the market. Here's the market falling as I predicted this will. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lanta. Okay, let's look at this. I'm not gonna call this as a short, I'm saying it's gonna drop. But let's just look at some realistic targets for the market today if it falls. 119.50. I don't think we come into this kind of crazy number today of 118.40, but who knows? Anything's possible. Let's look at this buy.
NYC Bob's a nice call, Melissa. Headed out of town with a nice profit to end the week.
Thanks, New York City Bob. One of these days, New York City Bob's going to come in here for a visit. Okay, SPY. Wow, the SPY actually got down. Let's take a look at this. This actually looks very bearish. Whoa. This could have a big move in here today. And this same is now. I don't think we're going to support ourselves here in this. So the market actually in the SPY gap down looks much more bearish than the Qs, even though they had a bigger rally all along. This looks like this is going to drop and fall tremendously today, actually. Let's take a look at some of the major stock indices here. Google, Amazon, all the ones, and take a look at what they're doing. Any other questions straight away?
Nothing right now. Does anybody have any questions?
So this looks like it's going to fall. It's starting to fall. Let's look at Google. It's just good sometimes to take a look at the big movers in the market to see what's happening with them. We'll look at Goldman in a minute too. Oops. Let's just see where this is at today now as well. Actually, Mr. Trader Dude, do we have any YouTube questions? Okay. Google's red today.
How?
Go ahead.
Somebody just asked, how rich is Trader Boy? So rich. I'm doing
Trader
all the
Boy's
moves that Melissa suggests, and I'm doing just fine for myself.
Trader Boy's rich because he knows me and he's friends with me. Okay, let's look at this here. Where was the low? 39.22. Did everybody get out? Or is anybody holding on to this? Or what are you people doing? Write it in the room. Is anybody still in this? Because this, I wouldn't see any reason to still be in this. If it goes anymore or sets up again, then, bottom line is I'll call it again. But that was the morning move. Time of the day is 9:45. It just collapsed. Look at the size of the bar. Let's just go over it. Let's go over the whole trade here now. First of all, does anyone have any questions before I go over Oracle, which is what I called and worked, and JBL, which worked as well?
It sounds like everybody's out of work.
Everyone's on Oracle. Good. Good job, people. All right, first things first. Let's go over the actual entry for Oracle. So this is kind of a weird looking situation here. I really just saw that it was going to break. I saw that it opened, ran down hard. You still don't get in something at 9:30. You do not enter a trade in the first 60 seconds of the day. But I knew that it was weak. I liked the gap. The gap rated well. Okay, I have the golden gap rating system. I rate the gap. It rates 20 points or more in the direction of the gap, and I take it in the direction of the gap. That's how I do it. So this is a short, and as you know, I prefer to short. This is a great example of that today because you would have made money, you would have got in, gotten out in 10 minutes. All right? Anyways, here you have it. So you shorted it right in here, and you put the stop over the high. When we're done today, we're going to actually review stops. All right? But for now, what the entry was right under this break, put the stop here, and it collapsed. It literally had one green bar in 10 minutes. This was not very hard to make money. You would have made money if you did what I did without even blinking an eye or thinking. And many, many times that's what happens if the gap rate's good. That's the reason you only need one trade a day or one good pick a day. This is what I do every day. And that's why I created the rating system, because I realized a very long time ago when I decided to create my system that all you needed was one trade. And you clap on the size, you clap on the size and you take it. Otherwise, if you're looking for too many things, like we'll go back and we'll review the morning list. I bet they all didn't work. So, but this did, and this was the top watch. That's why you have a system and you follow it. And you look, this is still going. Wow, I'm not going to call it again because here, it's going to break the logo. Look at that, it just did. Let's quickly look at the gap. So this was a good gap. I did say this morning to the room that it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be better. It rated 20. I knew it had earnings last night. I was wanting to see more of a collapse in the actual gap. I didn't get it. It didn't matter. It still rated 20, so it was doable. And as you can see, it still works. But it's very interesting because, once again, if you waited for this stock to rally, to short it, you didn't get in it today. So if you weren't prepared pre-market to take this stock aggressively into the open here, you didn't get this move. It never rallied back.
Can you show where your entry and exit should be?
Sure. Right in here. For those of you, I did call it live, you can rewind the tape or it'll be on YouTube later. But you can look at it right in here. You see this? The lights are so bright here. Right in here, I called it 99, stop over the high. So you shorted it right in here on the break of 99 on the whole number. 99. In fact, I just screamed. I think I just called it. I just screamed take it. I was like 99. Stop could have been 40-30 really because you want to give it a little bit of a cushion because it's had a little bit of a moving spread.
Thunder wants to see AGIO short.
Thunder, why are you taking any more trades when you just made money on that one, Thunder?
Try to get rich.
All right, let me just do it. Did you do Oracle Thunder or did you not? AGIO, and I lost the daily. I don't have to reset this
Yeah,
Thunder.
you did a little bit.
Okay. Well, this is already going. Okay, I didn't rate this. I like Oracle better. Let's take a look at how this set up. Do I think there's a play in here right now? Don't know. It's dropping. It's dropping. It's almost 10 o'clock. You can't do anything here now. I mean, you can wait and short this later, but you're going to take a late entry on Friday when you already made money in the morning in 10 minutes? No, that doesn't make any sense. But it did work. Here, let's just look at where you would have shorted this one here. Wow, this had a nice move. So what you could have done here is taken it here, boom, got out. If I had called it, that's what I would have called it as. It rallied back. You could have done it again here. You could still be too late. I have to reset up the chart here for the daily, but let's go back quickly and look at JBL first. Actually, can you do it for me, Trader Boy? Could you reset up the daily? Oh, look at when it went to the target. Journey Woman, I said 24.30. It got to 24.43. Are you still in it? I'd be out. 24.50, was the next target, and it got within 7 cents of that. Are you in it or out? Journey Woman. Journey Woman.
Journey Woman, are you still in JBL? She got out at 24 and 23.
Excellent, very good. Did anybody else do, here it's still going. This is really a good move for this stock though, people. Like this is it. You know. Okay. Alright, does anyone have any other questions? Anyone in the trading room, Trader Boy, anyone on YouTube? Anyone have any questions about anything at all that you want me to go over? So just to review, the 2 trades today, the 2 top picks that I had worked. JBL was the long, Oracle was the short. Oh, what happened to Guild? What happened to that one? Here. That was another watch, but I said you could set up later.
Here's a question.
No, it didn't set up yet.
I heard go long on JBL at 24.
What's your question?
I heard go long on JBL at 24.
Yes, you could have done that, and if you did, you made money. Did you do it? Okay.
What happened to the Amazon short?
The Amazon, again, remember, let's go over it. What did I say yesterday in the trader room? Does anybody remember? Does anybody remember? Does anyone listen to anything I say? Trader Boy, does anyone remember anything about what I said? First of all, the Amazon short worked. Now, if the date of the expiration is the day of, we went all over this last week. You don't wait to the very last day to exit something on the day of the expiration. That would, unless you were absolutely so far through the actual strike and you also thought it would continue, I still don't see how it makes any sense to do that. This is the whole point of what we were talking about that we went over a week ago in the Google. The Google that I did 1 week prior, so the Amazon worked. You could see that it fell. The Google 1 week prior was in here, and I got out, but it kept going, and it had the big move the last day. If I had stayed in it, I would have made over 30 grand, but I didn't, because how can you stay in something the very last day? So you got to make a decision the day before the expiration. You got to make a decision somewhere between 10 a.m., which is usually the height of these, or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, what you're going to do. So you either kill the trade if it's down a half lot, if it's not up and going by the day before, don't let it go into a full loss. Or if you're up in it and it's the day before the expiration, into one of the reversal times, you got to take it, whatever the profit is. Whether it's 100% return on your money or if it's only 50% return or whatever it was. Either way, the Amazon ended up working out if you held it. And it's funny because I said this in the room yesterday, I really think this falls. I also said I thought the market fall, it took all day. I mean, I usually like to get out in the morning, as all of you know. But with these options, sometimes you do have to hold them into the later periods of the day, and sometimes they do go with the market. But look how this is falling today. Look at it. But again, this today, if the market collapses, if this breaks in here, target 740. This is what we were talking about. But how could you, still be in this? So I think the right thing to do was to get out yesterday, depending on your schedule. If you got out, break even, slight loss, or if you held it into the close, you had a gain. So, that was the whole point of the discussion last week. Anybody have any other questions about charts?
Does anybody have any questions about
Or
charts?
anything we did today? And then I was going to, let's see where Oracle's at. I was going to go over, I wanted to go over Yahoo. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go over Yahoo. First of all, did anybody actually, did anyone in the planet actually get that huge sell-off that happened in 1 minute in Yahoo yesterday? Was anyone still in that? That was like a gift. That was a Santa Claus gift right there. If you happen to be in the full position of Yahoo, which I wasn't by that point, but if you happen to be in a full-on morning position of Yahoo by that point, that was like a gift from Santa Claus early. Did anybody stay in it? Did anybody have a huge position in it when that happened?
R squared said yes. Thunder said I listened to you got out.
Yes. I mean, I got out too. How could you not have? I mean, that's what I'm saying. But I just wondered if anybody was in it. Here, let me go back. So one person's good.
R squared said had 140.
Okay, good. Well, 1/4 was good because of the drop off it had. So let's take a look at it. So again, I rated the gap yesterday. Rated the gap. The number one top watch was Yahoo. It worked. All you have to do is exactly what I said. Which, as I said, Trader Boy said, hey, there's something to this girl here.
Yeah, I'm done.
There's something to this. All right. So here we have when we open. This is Yahoo. This was yesterday. You see some of the pre-market data here. I'm not gonna get rid of that right now. Anyways, here was the big full-on bar that it had right into the open, dropped down. Then it had this weird-looking bar here, okay? And then we shorted it. Then it dropped. Then we were up. Some people got out of the whole thing at 39.50. It went to the first target. Some people got out at half, okay? Then it rallied back. I said, this is still good. People stayed with it. Then I said, lower the stop, which we did. Or you could have taken more. Then it fell all the way down. And again, time of the day that you watch me get out is around 10 o'clock in Russell time. But if you actually held this, I just want to go over what this did, and I guess R squared did get a piece of this into it. Look at that. Does anybody know why this happened? Or is it just a massive sell-off? It almost looks like a news reaction thing happened here because this really went to a number I didn't even have written down. I mean, look at this bar. Look at that. Look at the volume on this bar. It's $1. The length of this bar in 60 seconds is $1. You could have shorted this here. Look at that with a tight stop. Again, you could have already been in it, which one person was because I called in the morning. But look what that did. Huge move on the day. Again, lesson to you today, or tip of the day. If you ever happen to be in something and you get a Santa Claus bar like this, as soon as you're watching the clock, as soon as it starts to back up, you just take it. Don't wait and think it's going to keep going. You're going to get a bounce in here. If you get $1 more bar in 1 minute, get out. Get out before the minute closes in the minute, which I always have the clock up, and I'm watching it.
They're saying Verizon, the reason for Yahoo was Verizon was dropping their bid for Yahoo due to the hack.
Now you know. Thank you very much, Trader Boy and everyone in the room. Okay. Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right, does anyone have any questions about anything today? And everyone should be up. Even Thunder should be up today. Everyone should be happy. Going into a weekend, what more can you ask from life? It's December 16th. 2 great picks today. Slow month, not earnings season. Hit it out of the park. Here, I'm gonna tell you something that's really important. And we'll just look at Oracle, see where it's at. Here's the thing. In a normal world, when you have a job or a career, say you go to school. You go to school to be a doctor, an attorney, or something where you have to go to school and you become really good at it and you're doing it for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. You become an expert in that field. You have a lot of experience, you're very well schooled. That is how professional traders are, and that is how they think and act, people that know what they're talking about. That's how it is supposed to be, just like any regular job. For some reason, in this industry of traders, and I don't care if you're doing it part-time or for the fun of it or if it's a full-time job, it doesn't even matter. Anyone at all, if you're risking $1 in the market, you should be taking it seriously. But the point I'm trying to say is that over time, your curve of making money and getting better at what you're doing should always be rising. Like any normal profession where over the time you can become better and better and better and better and better and better and better. That is me, okay? But I'm saying that in most cases, that is not the case with people. And I know because I talk to tons and tons of people all the time who've been trying to trade for 15, 20 years. And they're not getting better. And they might be even going down because they're so upset and emotionally, just a mess about losing. Because they don't know what to do, all right? But the bottom line is that in a normal world, which trading can be a normal world if you take it seriously enough, which I do, you go get better over time, like any other normal profession. So don't think that you can't, even if that hasn't been the case if you've been slipping, you can always scoop it around like a chart, and you can flip the curve in the upward direction, okay? Just like when stocks go in downtrends and then turn around in uptrends, you can be in a downtrend in your trading, and you can flip it and dap it up and turn it into an uptrend, because I'm living proof of this. I mean, this is, to be honest with you, it's just so easy for me to see things like this today. I mean, we looked at so many gaps today, I just hit it. So, any questions from anyone? If not, we're going to do a little mini lecture on stops and risks. Does anyone have any more questions before we move to
Melissa
chart?
said, I had to step, Gator said, Melissa, I had to step away. At what price did you cover Oracle?
What price? I didn't trade this myself today, Gator. I called it for you. How could I have done that? This Trader Boy was trading my account. I'm doing a YouTube live today, Trader. I'm calling the trades live for people to take them and you in the room. I did not personally trade today. I called it live today. But I called it for people to cover it at 2 different spots. You want to go back and look at it?
Thunder then asked, how long will the downtrend last?
Are you talking about in the market or what?
In the market, yes.
Don't think long. Don't think long right now. We got to see how today plays out. Don't get crazy and start wanting to short this market. I just said yesterday and today. I didn't say for the end of time or anything like that. Let's go back. I'll tell you where I called it, exited out of it. But today was for you people. And obviously, if you did my trades, you made money. Okay, so this was the entry. Just reviewing it again. It was 99. Dropped in here. I told everyone the first target in here was 39.60, 39.50. Then it dropped again, and right in here, right before it collapsed, I said you got to take this all off in here. It was right in here at the low, around 39.20ish. Okay, so 20 cents from the target. Reversal time out. Okay, Gator. I think Gator, you said you got out here.
Gator said, Melissa, I wish you would have been in Oracle. I punched it out. I punched all out at 59 and still with me.
Yes, well, that was the first target. But remember, Gator, you've been working on this for yourself for a while and just getting back into the groove. I think that for you personally, that was a good decision. You've been doing that all week, and you've been making money. Why are you questioning yourself? If you take it and get out and take it and get out, every single trade in the first move, you shouldn't even be questioning yourself. I think for you personally, that's the best thing. You're trying to get back in the groove. You've been away for a while. You took a break. Why are you even questioning yourself? Don't ever wish that you would have held this 100 million miles. It doesn't matter. You need to get back in the habit of taking the trades and getting in and getting out and seeing the gaps and making money. You did the right thing for yourself.
Ara said, I got into Oracle at 39.99 and out at 39.32.
Very good. Excellent. Pyro's pretty new. And Pyro is very good at actually doing everything I say. So I have a feeling Pyro's doing very well. I can tell by his comments, which is really funny. I can tell when people in the room are doing exceptionally well and some people that are having issues. You can tell me whatever's going on if you want to. All right, let's go over. Let's talk about stops and risks. And the reason I want to do this is because I get a lot of questions about how much money should I have in my account or how much money should I risk to make $1,000 a day. I guess I get that question a lot because I've done a lot of webinars on the topic. But it could be the same question if I said make $500 a day or whatever. I would still get the question about the risk parameters. So today we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about stops, and we're we're going to talk about risk. Now, can everybody in the room see this or not? I think they can. I just realized that. If they want to go to the YouTube Trader Boy, you can send them to YouTube because they won't see the whiteboard. I'm just going to wait till everybody gets on the link here. So, what is a stop? A stop is actually a hard stop. It's not a mental stop. It's a real stop. If I'm calling a trade like today, and I say 99, okay, by 30, the first number is the entry, the second number is the stop. So this is the entry, this is the stop. It is an actual stop that is an order that's sitting in my monitor. In this case, it was 40.30, but I never give the first numbers before unless it's a very expensive stop. But you actually have an order out, you're putting an order out to the market saying, take me out, market, if the stock goes and hits 40.30. So it's a limit order. It's on in the monitor. There, you gotta have it. Why? Because if you take a trade, if you short it at 99, you don't have a stop in, what if it flips around crazily? You essentially have unlimited risk if you do not have a hard stop in. You could say I'll have a mental stop, Melissa. I'm going to kill it if it hits 40.30. I absolutely will. I will. I can tell you how many stories I hear from people that do not do that. They say they're going to do it. They have a paper stop or a mental stop or whatever, and they don't get out. And sometimes they can't because what happens is stock will go against them so quickly that they actually can't get filled anywhere near this. It can run up above. So it's really important to have stops, real stops.
There you go, everybody. There's the link for the live stream.
There we go. Now let's get back to what I was saying. So in the case of day trades, like the ones I just called an oracle, for everybody that was watching live on YouTube and everybody in the room, and that is what I do every day. If you want to learn from me, you would have that advantage. If you learn my system, you learn how to do it yourself. You want to be in the trading room with me, you get the calls just like I gave you right now. Anyways, you put in the stop, a hard stop. If you're doing options, you do not have a hard stop. You have a fixed risk. So it's a little bit different. And you can use my system for options or day trade positions, equity day trade positions. So if you have 10 contracts, okay, it actually is 1,000 shares. This is, it could be any stock at all, or whatever. Say the cost was $1, okay, per contract. All you will lose if you take 10 or 1,000 will be $1,000. That's if you let the whole trade go bust. But I just was reviewing this in the room the other day. I'm never going to let any of these get down to 50%. So that's money management on my part. But the point is, the most you would lose, you don't need a stop. You don't have a stop with options. You just have the set risk. If you let the whole thing go bust, the most you'll lose is $1,000. You can't lose any more than that if that's your risk. So whatever your risk is the full amount that you could actually lose, no more. But you should still manage the trade and not let yourself lose a certain amount, which is what I'm saying. I decided 50% for this from now on. So many of the ones I'm doing are going right into the money. I'm just like, you know what? If they don't go immediately to the money, it just doesn't make any sense to hold them. So,
In your normal classes, do you ever show your DOM when you make your call so we can see how you are doing?
yes, sometimes I do. And I very often do when we're going over the option chain as well, show those things. Any other questions from YouTube?
No, that's it. Somebody said, I heard go along with JBL at 24. Question mark?
Yes. Yeah. I call the second entry in that too. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, about stops. Okay. Now, you also need a stop loss on the live day. Now, there's two different kinds of trading accounts you can have if you're day trading. You can day trade at a proprietary day trading firm where they will actually put a stop loss on your account, or you can trade at a retail account. They will not put a stop loss on your account. You could ask them to put a stop loss on your account, and they will do that if you request it, but many people don't. So the point is, you should not only use stops for your trades, you should also have a stop loss on the day. And if you're worried that you're not going to adhere to your own stop loss and you've got a retail account, you should tell your broker, whoever it is, to actually put in a stop, because they can do it. Not everybody knows that it's possible, but I'm telling you, you can. And what I found is that for beginning traders, the benefit of the proprietary day trading accounts is not only you get extra leverage with a small account size, but it helps to enforce the discipline. And that's really, really good for new people. So what I'm saying is there's two things you got to keep in mind. Number one, do what I say in the class where to put the stop and where I say in the room, but you also can't take 10 trades and get stopped out of them in the day and be all over what your normal stop loss is. You still have to have risk parameters. I'll go this next for the day. Any other questions from anybody? Trader Boy?
Not yet. Does anybody have any other questions?
Okay, so we're going to quickly go over risk here. So, when you're taking a trade, like for example the one today, let's just go over Oracle. The one I called today. If you enter the trade at $39.99 or thereabouts where we got billed, if you got out of the trade at the first exit, let's just say you got out of the whole thing. I said get out of half at least, but let's say you got out of the whole thing there. The difference between the entry and the stop was 30 cents. What's this move? About 49 cents. So you made 50 cents. So you made 1.5 amounts. Now I'm putting this into real life practice, and part of the reason I did this today is to show you, number one, how my system of Golden Gap works, how I can call something live so accurately within seconds, and also I want you to see how you actually can make money, which my training room did today, if you learn my system and want to train with me. If you risked $1,000 in Oracle today, you would have made $1,200. That's what you would have made if you took it here and got out here. Boom, that's it, people. So if you risked $1,000 and moved 50 cents, you would have made approximately $1,200. That's real. You just saw me call the trades. You just saw the whole thing. It actually went more than that, but I'm showing you an example. How you don't even have to have some massive move or hold it all the way down. Now, Gator was saying, Melissa, you know, where should I have gotten out of it? I feel bad. I didn't get out of it. I got out of it too soon. No, you still, I don't know what rate Gator risked in that trade, but Gator would have made $1,200 if you risked 1,000. I'm not saying Gator has to risk 1,000. I'm saying you don't have to hold the thing down the whole move. It's the idea of making money. The main reason that I am very, very analytical about and picky about the stocks that I trade is because it's got to be really, really good. Really, 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 really good for me to want to do it. And if it is, and it meets my criteria, which is my system, which is 26 points, and I have the 100% conviction to do it, then I know it's okay to risk the money. So that's where I get the confidence to do it, because the system itself works. If you take a stop on something, it's not that big of a deal if you have a lot of trades that actually are profitable. So you don't necessarily need the trade to go 100 Rs. If you're taking more winners than losers, you can withstand 1 or 2 losses. You will still be way profitable. It's the idea of having more winners than losers. You don't have to hold the winners all the way down. Now let's get back to the second exit. Some people I think said they got out at 30. 39, 30, let's say you got out. I think somebody said.
Somebody asked if they have needed 2,500 shares of Oracle.
Well, that's a good question. What do you think, Trader Boy? Anyone want to answer that for me? How do you figure out your share size? It's the difference between the entry and the stop. So what was it in Oracle? It was 30 cents. Does anyone want to tell me how you would figure that out? One of these days we're going to have an algebraic lesson. I'm going to teach like a math teacher. And I'm going to have all the mathematical equation tables up. And we're going to go over them. We're going to go over multiplication tables. I'll let you know the date on that. But anyways, 30 cents. Quickly, somebody tell me the answer. 30 cents. If that's your entry and stop, that's your risk. How many shares could be taken if you risked $1,000? Anybody want to guess? Or tell me, or get your calculator out. Trader boy. Trader boy.
Trader Boy was making some trades.
Galahad.
What is the
Anybody? What? Somebody has to know this.
Depends on the risk, best trader said.
It's $1,000. I'm saying we're looking at $1,000.
3,000 shares, Koala said.
3,000 shares. So how did Koala get that? It's actually a little under 1,000, but you rough it out. Okay, this isn't a perfect exact science. 30 cents times 3 is $900. And again, it was 31, but this is not an exact science. You saw what happened today. Like, I'm making decisions, I'm putting the share size, and I'm doing it really quickly. You just do it. And I usually go by 5, 10, 15, 20. You're just doing it in your head. Or you can have a calculator. I do happen to have a calculator. In fact, you want to hand me that calculator there, Trader Boy? I'm going to share a little secret with you today before we finish up this. This calculator is from 1980. It could be even older than that. This is a Texas Instrument calculator. I have used this ever since the day I started trading. I've used it for every loan I've ever calculated, for every mortgage I ever did, in all my mortgage career history. This is my good luck calculator. If something ever happens with this, I don't know what would happen. I'm sharing a little secret of a personal story here today. This calculator, you can't even buy this calculator anymore. It is so old. It is a Texas Instrument calculator from the very early 80s, and I've used it. I used it for everything I've ever done in mathematics, and it's the reason I can think in my head. So here you go, Trader Boy. Anyways, get yourself a calculator. You're never going to be able to find one like that, but you can find another good luck calculator if you look hard. Anyways, let's get back to this. My point was that if you did this, $39.99, and trade got out at $39.30, what would you have made in the move? What is that? It's approximately 70 cents. Okay, so let's go by the example, and Koala Bear said 3,000 shares. Okay, 3,000 shares.
Estimated 3,300.
We just said that. Koala Bear or who? Somebody else? Koala Bear is really getting good. So, actually $900 risk. The $900 risk today. Actually, no. 9 times, that's wrong, Koala Bear. 9 times 7. No, it's 3 times 7. It would be 2,100. Is that right? Yeah, 2,100. No, it would be 2,100. Sorry, see, I can do math in my head. Here, I screwed it up for everybody. Let me just mess this up. I'll make it clean. It's not 3,300, it's 2,100. I knew that didn't look right. My brain is like a computer. All right, let's go back. 3,000 shares times 70 cents was a move. You would have made $2,100. Okay? Everybody see? Everybody get it? So, the bottom line is, if you risked $900 today, you would have made $2,100. That's not bad, people, for 10 minutes worth of work. That trade set up at 9:31, 9:32, and dropped into 9:39. You were out of it before 9:40, or thereabouts. It was like a 10-minute trade. So for 10 minutes, if you risked $900, you could have made $2,100. So, this is what I do. This is what I teach people how to do. If you're interested in more information, I'm doing a class this weekend. It's Sunday and Monday this weekend. I'm doing it on the Sunday and the Monday so that Monday people can have live gap ratings with me in the room and also trade with me live on Monday. So if you're interested in my class, it's Sunday and Monday, which I normally don't do live trading on the Monday. So it's December 18th and 19th from 9 to 5. If you're interested in more information, email me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com. Today is the very last day to get the anniversary special that I've been running all week. I already extended it. You can get 20% off the class. It's normally $5,000. It's $4,000 if you sign up for the class this weekend. You can email me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com if you have any questions about anything. I think this was a really, really good thing to do today. I've been wanting to show people how it works live. Sometimes it's hard for people when they hear my voice in the videos, even the tapes of the room, to to understand how to do it, but you see the process I go through now and how I just see it and I call it. And as I was said earlier, the curve of your process of getting better in what you're doing really should be up. And it is for me, because I mean, it's just so easy for me now when I see that something is working or when something is good and I can look at 5 gaps in the morning and rate them and just pick out the best one. And this is why I'm successful personally trading and why I have the successful students and a successful business.
Koala says 3 shares times $1 risk, $1,000 equals 33,000 shares, right?
Well, how many are,
3.3 shares and 1 risk times 1,000.
well, were we talking about 3,000 shares and 900 risks? I thought he was roughing it out to 900.
He said 1,000.
1,000 risks. Oh, okay. Either way, it's still 2,100.
Oh, it's 76. He's also did it down.
That's okay. I knew it didn't look right. Yeah. One thing I will tell you, and I was kind of kidding and joking about this about the math, but I will tell you I have one last thing to say, everybody. I will tell you that people always say to me, Melissa, what's the one thing people struggle with in trading? What's one of the most things that people struggle with? Following, my direction about the stops, because some people are in a habit of still not using stops. They want to do the trades with me, but they were trading for years and never use stops and aren't in the habit of doing it. So that is one thing people struggle with, even though I tell you to do it. And the other thing that people struggle with, which I never thought until I started teaching people, is that people actually have trouble doing math in their head. So I kind of joked about it, but you know what? Maybe one of these days I will do a class or a live class like this, and we will go over stuff, or I'll have worksheets maybe that give people exercises, because I really am very good with math in my head because I just am. But you can retrain your brain to think like this really quickly. It's just that a lot of people have been out of school for so many years, and you haven't been in a field where you're using numbers 24/7. Because I was doing mortgages for so long, I've never gotten away from numbers. So from the time I graduated school up until now, I've always had a financial mathematical mind. But you can retrain yourself to think like this, like right on the spot. But if it stresses you out, buy a calculator, have it sitting right next to you, make a little cheat sheet if you have to. Like 50 cents with $1,000 risk is how many shares. Like make a cheat sheet for yourself and just paste it next to your computer. And that's a good idea too. All right, thanks everyone so much for coming today. Again, if you're interested in the Golden Gap class this weekend, it's Sunday and Monday, live training. Congratulations to everyone that went long JBL, it worked, that went short Oracle, my call, it worked. This is what I do every day in the live training room. If you want to learn my method, you can email me. If you want to be in the training room with me, it is a requirement to do the class. It's this weekend, last class of the year, and I'm really looking forward to a great 2017 with everybody. Email me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com for more information.